All right, Chelsea fans, I'm on the road. I'm in Kansas City, but I'm still bringing our Newcastle United match preview to you. That is right, Hotel FC. All right, well, anyways, let's jump right into it. We got Newcastle at the weekend. It's the last match before the World Cup. Can you believe it's here? I, for one, cannot. But with that being said, the England announcements came out. We know who is going. Connor is in. Definitely the bubble player there. Mountain Sterling going as well. Other than that, quite a few players are going to be headed. Pulisic. I'm not going to name them all. I know Mendy's going. Koulibaly. But we have one match left. And my biggest concern, I said it on the podcast, is I don't really know what to expect with this match from Chelsea. Anyone who's involved with the World Cup is not going to want to get injured at this stage. So we really have to wait and see how it's going to go. Like, Mount doesn't want to pick up an injury. Pulisic doesn't want to pick up an injury. Mendy. So are they going to go into 50-50s? I don't know. I trust the professionals. I'm just saying it's something to take into consideration. Anyways, what I want to jump into, though, is Kepa. That's right. Kepa has claimed the Castrol Save of the Month award. That is right. It was the header coming across against Villa. I'm not going to watch it. Copyright strike. You all know that. But super excited and happy for him. He was in such great form before picking up his knock, fasciitis or something. As you mentioned, it is Newcastle, so we're heading over to the Chelsea FC site per usual. And it's the longest Premier League trip of the season. Does that matter? No, but our good friend Rick Glanville is writing about it. He and actually Paul Dutton dropped a podcast today. That's right. They're talking about Armistice Day, Remembrance Day, and kind of Chelsea's connection through the wars in history. Go check it out. Full podcast link in the description below. But anyways, we just kind of look at it here. It's Newcastle. Newcastle are cooking right now, as we'll get into. It's something that we have to figure out. It is the late game, so it's a 5:30 kickoff. I do feel bad for the traveling fans. Not really sure how they're going to make that work. But as we remind ourselves here, football won't come back until Boxing Day. That's December 26th. We are about to enter a dead period of football in the Premier League. It's going to be a first. Obviously, the World Cup in Qatar is mired in controversy because of their horrific human rights records. Blatter coming out trying to save his backside. All these quotes, documentary, Netflix. Go check it out. I highly recommend it. I am struggling to decide what I'm going to do with this World Cup because it's absolutely unacceptable what FIFA and Qatar did. But we have to take those decisions one at a time, personally. Anyways, I got to get back to Chelsea. I'm going to digress myself. So as you can see here, Chelsea have won 7 of the past 8 league encounters with Newcastle, including each of the last 4 in a row without conceding. But the problem for us is that Newcastle are a different team. They've got money from a nation state. They've got Eddie Howe managing his socks off, the best he's ever been. Newcastle are a top 4 team. They've beaten some good teams. We'll look at that. This is not the Newcastle that was yo-yoing between the Championship and the Premier League anymore. They are a complete team right now. We have to see. It sounds like Jorginho will be available. I think that we don't have any new injuries, which is good. But again, Potter's going to kind of have to balance it with who do you play from the World Cup roster this close to the tournament starting. Nobody wants to pick up an injury. I really, really, really struggle with my lineup. You're going to see it and probably laugh at it. This will probably be my worst lineup of the week. Anyways, they're talking about how Sterling has scored against Newcastle for Liverpool. And who else did he play for? City. Wow. Anyways, didn't get much sleep last night. Just looking at the match between the two teams here, again, these stats are very misleading. We have recency history on our side, having beaten up on them a bit. They haven't been a great team. Now they are. You can see some of the past results: 1-0, 3-0, 2-0, 2-0, 1-0 is what Rick talked about in that article. Do not expect that kind of a performance. As you can see right now, Newcastle are unbeaten in their last 5, at least. I don't know how far I have to go back. We have 1 win in our last 5 in the Premier League, albeit we haven't been beaten, or we've lost our last 2. Other than that, we were on a really good unbeaten run of 7, which we should not discount. All right, it's a rough little turn right here, Before that, Potter was cooking, okay? Don't forget Milan home and away. There have been very good results in the league and in the Champions League to hang our hats on. There's every expectation that Chelsea can go do something in this match. It just won't be easy. So as you can see, the season so far, Chelsea in 7th, albeit very close to the top 4. I understand. You're yelling at me. I hear you. Newcastle in 3rd. They've won 7. We've won 6. Not a huge difference. That's all I'm saying. Right? They've only lost 1. We've lost 4. They've drawn 6. We've drawn 3. There's not a lot between the two teams right now. Obviously, they have form. We have better players. They're scoring 2 on average. We're scoring 1.31, which we know is a bit of a weak spot for us. So we'll see what Potter can cook up heading into this one. We just beat City on XG. That matters. They're not conceding much, right? Nick Pope going to the World Cup because he's having a great season. Couple seasons. We're conceding a little bit more. Remember, Leeds really messes with that 1.23. Other than that, it's been good under Potter. So, as we continue to kind of roll through this, I just want to give you guys a preview on Newcastle, right? You think I was really going to go a whole video without FBref? No. You're silly. So, all I wanted to point out here was that they play a 4-3-3, done. Don't even have to guess. They have played 4-3-3 every single game of the season. And that will affect what I want to do with the lineup prediction I have. As you can see here, the only loss they had was against Liverpool away. Other than that, drawing Brighton, okay. Drawing City, good. Drawing Wolves, not good. Drawing Palace, not good. Drawing Bournemouth, not good. You can even say drawing United's not good. Yeah, I know, we did. They just do Crystal Palace. So they're up and down, right? Smashed Villa 3.4 XG, 0.9 against Southampton, 0.8 ones. Smashed Fulham, right? 3 goals against City, 1.8, 1.7. I do think even Crystal Palace have a 2.8 and didn't score. This team is easily frustrated, right? They've had a lot of injuries. Callum Wilson in and out of the side. Miggy Almiron having the season of his life. I'm sure if you play fantasy, he is in your team as he's in mine. Just things we have to pay attention to. But I spun weird. Like this is an interesting lineup. I get it. This is probably not going to win my lineup prediction award of the season. But I want the bombing up top. I know you probably want Broya. I think we need the movement. You can't compete with their 2 big center backs. We need to get in around them. We need mobility. I have Mount in there. Look, he's Mr. Chelsea. Again, I know he's not going to want to get injured. We got to gamble with him. I put Connor in. I want to give Connor a chance to prove himself heading into camp, right? I want Connor to go put himself on display that he is killing it for Chelsea. And I want him to have a good 90 minutes heading into the World Cup camp. That's why I put him in as the cam. Pulisic, I think he's got something to prove, right? I think he wants to bag a goal or assist something heading into camp. So I think that if you look at the really, really hungry players, they're the ones that want to prove themselves. I don't want to put Ziyech in at right wing. I don't want to put Kai in at right wing. I just feel like Mason has to do it for the good of the team, and he will, Mr. Chelsea. I've got Ruben and Zakaria. I know we keep leaning on Ruben. He's playing a ton of minutes. He just played right wing back, but he's about to get a break. Ruben, we need 90 more minutes for you. Just defend, break up play, be a set piece differential. Zakaria, you need minutes. I don't want to gamble with Kova. Jorginho just came back from injury. They're not going to push it. Zakaria will push it. He's got gas in the tank. Put him in. Let him spin. That's what I think. I don't think Potter's going to do this. It's just where I'm coming from. And then right now, the back four picks itself. I tried to give Trevo a day off, right? So I could see Trevo or Silva playing. Trevo's played so many games in a row. I know he's in the same boat as Ruben. Right? He's about to get a rest. But the thing is, he's played 6-7 more games than Ruben has in a row. So I don't know if Thiago wants to maybe sharpen the pencil a little bit before he goes to the World Cup. Maybe Trevo comes on in the 60th minute. I don't know. They're going to manage that. But I kind of want to see Silva and Koulibaly, Silva, Trev, whatever it is. We'll just have to see. Maybe Koulibaly doesn't want to risk it right for the World Cup, so Trev's in again. Aspie, because he's the only right-sided player that can play out there right now without playing like Raheem Sterling is a right wing back. But I don't think we have enough defenders in the depth to play 3 at the back right now. I think he has to play 4 at the back just due to who's available. Kukurea, obviously, left back by default. And then Edouard Mendy in goal. So I think the back 5 picks itself. Hopefully I gave some good reasons why I think the attack can attack. But that's my video. That's what I think. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think Potter's going to respect the players that are going to World Cup and not put them in a situation to get hurt. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I think this will probably be a 1-1. If Chelsea can somehow nick it 2-1, maybe get a pen, something spicy happens. But we'll see. There wasn't a lot in Graham Potter's press conference today. It's all about the World Cup. So we got a match to play, 90 more minutes, and then we have a long break. Anyways, Chelsea fans, we're in Kansas City. We're live as a group. We're going to come out to you with a bunch of content. We're excited about what we have. We're going to be in the pub at Kansas City. So if you're around, come say hi. But anyways, I'll be back. Full podcast out on Monday with the match review video on Monday as well. Anyways, I'm out. Have a great weekend. Let's get 3 points, get back close to top 4 by the time the weekend ends, and let's enjoy it. Have a great one, Chelsea fans.